that under my eyes because it's hydrating. I'm not going to put it on the rest of my face. I'm just going to put it under the eyes because I have dry eyes, and this helps to stop my eyes from watering from being too dry. So we're just going to apply that there and drag it down a little bit, a little bit past my nose, just a little bit, but not too much. That's going to be our primer for there. Then I'm going to put a little bit of Milk of Magnesia on my face. You can see my son was sleeping, so I was trying to be quiet. And I'm just going to blend it in a little bit. So the foundation I'm going to use is the Maybelline Cover Stay in 370. And I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I'm going to blend it in. As you can see, I forgot to add my color corrector, so I'm going to do that with the color Rich Ebony by e.l.f. Concealer. I'm going to put it around my mouth and on my eyelids just to cancel out that discoloration there. If you know of anything that can help with discoloration, let me know. I'm always in the market to make my skin a little bit better. So if you know anything, don't be hesitant to drop it in the comment section below. With kindness, please. I'm just showing you the color. And again, that was Rich Ebony. And now we're back to blending the Cover Stay, or the Color Stay foundation. I'm in 370 by Maybelline. We're going to blend it over the eyes and the forehead. And along your jaw too. I didn't put it really on my neck because I was wearing a sweater and I didn't want to get it all on my sweater. So I just pretty much stayed on the jawline. Make sure you get over your ears also. And I'm trying to get better at make sure my base is blended very well. It looks a little ashy on the forehead, but that's because of the lighting. I did fix the light setting on my ring light to make it a little bit more warmer versus so bright, so I don't look as ashy. Okay, so we're back with the blended face. I'm going to add a little bit more of that Color Stay foundation. I just want a little bit more of a coverage. It's definitely full coverage, but I just wanted to add a little bit more. And it's a perfect match for me, especially going into the winter season, where I get a little bit lighter. Just going to continue to blend that, put a little bit more on my forehead to cancel out some of that ashiness from that Milk of Magnesia, which I know is not really good to use on your face, but it definitely works for me. I haven't had any issues or adverse side effects with it, so I'm going to continue to use it until something different comes along. Checking to see if I have any more blended areas I need to blend in, and that's what I'm doing. Looks good. So next I'm going to start my concealer. The first concealer I'm using is LA Girl in the color Fawn, and I'm going to put that under my eyes. I like putting this one first because you can let it sit for a little bit. Put it on my Cupid's bow and around my top lip and under my bottom lip. to kind of accentuate, give it a little bit more of a fullness, pouty look that I don't naturally have. The next concealer is going to be the e.l.f. in Warm Honey. I'm going to drag that down just a tad bit, more down my face. I put that one on top of the LA Girl because it's a little bit more drying. So, and you got to work fast with that one. So I put that on top of the LA Girl concealer in Fawn. And the third concealer I'm going to use is the CoverGirl matte concealer in Golden Honey, which is more of like a olivey undertone. And I like putting that under my as last to give me a more brighter highlight. Then I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge. I'm going to blend that under my eye and over my eye. My hand got a little tired, so I had to shake it out a little bit. I do suffer with carpal tunnel, so my hand was going to sleep on me. So I had to shake it out, continuing to blend. I like to blend a little bit upward into my eyebrow bone to give a little bit more coverage up there. And what you do to one side, you do to the other side. Blending down a little bit down my face with that concealer. And blending under my lip. And above my lip on my Cupid's bow. I do my nose last because I like to have that sit a little bit. So I'm going to go back with my foundation on my Sonia Kashuk sponge and continue to blend that in. So there's no sharp lines on my face. So everything has a nice seamless look. Put a little bit more of that Golden Honey on under my eye. Now this clip, I am pretty pleased with my concealer. So now I'm going to go with the Rich Ebony and do my contour. So I drag it down from my ear to a little bit past my cheek and down my nose and my forehead. And I put it on the crease of my eyelid also, because it's easier to blend your nose contour out that way, in my opinion. Now we're just doing the forehead. And I like my contour to be a little bit warm versus ashy, so I go with the red undertone. That's the only time you'll see me put a red undertone concealer or foundation on my eyes. On my face, I'm sorry, is when I'm contouring. Then I'm going to take an e.l.f. brush and blend that out. And I like to do like a patting motion when I'm blending out the contour versus a swirly motion. I feel like it's more controlled when I do it that way for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend out where I put that concealer on my eye, my crease. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with a fluffy makeup brush for your fluffy eyelid brush, I mean. Go down my nose, go across. Now I'm just going to set my under my eye with the Fit Me in 03. I'm sorry, in 30. I'm just going to set under my eye. I like using a brush set under my eye because to me it's more controlled and more even this way, and it's not as patchy. My brother came in my room, so I was looking to see what he was doing. Go down my nose with the same powder. And my forehead. Basically setting where I put my concealer. Okay, and I was looking to see if my son was awake, and he wasn't awake yet, so I kept going. So I'm going to be using the Profusion palette in Sienna, and I'm putting Groovy on my crease. It's like a warm reddish brown color. I like just using it as a transition, or sometimes I put it all over my lid. But today I was concentrating that in the crease. Then I'm taking a lighter color in Adventure in the same palette. It's called Adventure. And I'm just blending that Groovy in with that Adventure on my eyebrow to make it more seamless. And so there's not a contrast or a harsh line. You see my son grabbing for his bottle. I try to do this when he's asleep, but he always tends to wake up while I'm doing my videos. Then I'm adding Adventure to my eyelid as well. And you can get those Profusion palettes. They still have them at Walmart for $9. So I would say go ahead and get them. They're very pigmented to be drugstore eyeshadow. I've am pleased with my eyeshadow look. Now I'm just going back under my eyebrow to clean that up some with some concealer, the Fawn in the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn. I'm using that just to clean up my eyebrow to give it some more definition where we lost it from blending out the eyeshadow. My son was doing something, so I was like, what? Excuse my expressions. Now I'm just going back over my eyebrows with my eyebrow pencil, which is just a brown eyeliner from Wet n Wild and Simmer Brown. One of my favorites just to do your eyebrows. And I also use the e.l.f. pomade, or not e.l.f., I'm sorry, the it's a beauty supply store, but I'll have it down in the link below. But it's a beauty supply store brand it's by Kiss and Chocolate. That's what it is for my eyebrow pomade also. And now I'm just blending down that concealer with the fluffy eyeshadow brush. Definitely in the market for some new eyeshadow brushes, so I think I'll be buying some soon. Okay, now I'm setting my face with a loose setting powder from Avon, and I'll also have the color linked in the description box below. It really does set your makeup really well, and it keeps you from getting overly oily throughout the day, so I really like it. My brother says something, I was like, okay. Okay, now I'm going to be setting my face with a deeper setting powder, which is by Black Radiance in Rich Mahogany. And I'm just going to go over the perimeter of my face to bring some warmth back in it so it doesn't look too flat and ashy looking. So that's what I'm doing in this clip right here. Now I'm just touching up my nose highlight with Fawn. Just bringing it back since it got lost with the blending. Taking my pinky and blending that in. And tapping on the sides. And then I'm setting it again with that 30 powder from Fit Me, made by Maybelline. Just setting that a little bit with that Black Radiance powder. Everything looking good. Okay, so in this clip, I had to go and get my setting spray, which is by LA Girl. And I'm going to set my face with that to get rid of that powdery, cakey look. This is my favorite step. It just makes your makeup look like skin. Now I'm fanning it. I learned this trick from my sister. Versus using your hand, it dries it down faster. Now I'm going to take that Gold Rush palette by Profusion and use brown sugar and use that to go under my eye. Just to tie everything together. And I decided not to speed this video up for you guys. I wanted to show you how I do my makeup in real time. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you like more voiceovers where I'm explaining to you what I'm doing. Just let me know in the comment section below. Then I'm just taking some brown eyeshadow. It's pretty nameless. And then just blend in that contour on my nose a little bit to make it stand out some. Now I'm taking some more of that Black Radiance powder and adding some more. I'm taking Coral Cove by Milani and using that as a blush. I think I did a little bit too much. With the lighting that I had, it looked like I didn't have enough on. But now that I'm looking back at the video, I definitely had enough, sis. Going back in with some more blush because I didn't think I had enough. More blush. Now I'm going in with the Milani highlight in 04 Strobe Light. I had that highlighter for years, and it's definitely one of my favorites, so I keep using it. So I'm going to do an explanation point on my nose with that highlighter, and then blend that in with my finger after I go under my eyebrow bone. I don't put it all the way to the front of my eyebrow, just on the arch part. And kind of blending that down. Now I'm blending in that highlight on my nose. And adding some of that same Milani in my tear duct. Laughing at something my brother said. Adding more setting spray, can never have enough of that. Taking down my hair to see the finished look coming together. Giving a little jig. Using my fan to fan away that excess setting spray. Okay, in this clip, I'm going to use my eyelashes. They're in the number 03. They're a beauty supply store brand, and I'll put that in the description box. I forgot my glue, so I had to go get my glue. That's why I held up the, hold on a minute. Adding some mascara. And this mascara was pretty dried out, so I need a new one. So, it's a nice mascara though. So I'm putting it on my bottom and top lashes while I wait for my eyelashes to dry. Then I'm going to brush it through my eyebrows also. Now I'm just blending in that inner, that tear duct highlight. I like blending it up so it doesn't look like it's just plopped in my tear duct. Now I'm going to add my lashes since they're dry. I tried using a tweezer, but it doesn't work for me. My fingers tend to work a lot better. Checking to see. I like how it looks. When I put lashes on, I turn into a whole new person. So do the same thing to the other eye. Now I'm just putting my moles back where they got a little covered up with my makeup. Okay, and now I have gotten dressed. And I'm going to finish off with my lips. I'm just going to use that same summer brown color that I used for my eyebrows to do my lips. And I just overdraw the bottom lip just to give it more of a pouty look. Not to make it bigger, but just to make it more pouty. So now you see I'm just doing that. Taking a lip brush and blending that in. Now I'm taking a Bare Mineral liquid lip gloss, and it's very pretty. I don't have the name on it. The name rubbed off. It came in a Sephora, like what you get when it's your birthday or something like that. So I do not have the name for it, but it's very pretty. It's like a coral color. And I'm gonna go over a little bit more with the lip liner. I usually go over it with the clear gloss, but I couldn't find it, so I just left it as is. And that's the finished look. Hi everybody, welcome back to Life According to Kale and Faith. Like you guys just saw, you saw me do my get ready with me with the voiceover this morning. I was trying something new, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I would just greatly appreciate if you guys would continue to hang in there with me. I thank you guys all for your views and your subscription. I thank you guys a lot for my last video when I talked about Infant Loss Awareness Month. Today I have on a pink shirt in honor of that. The colors are normally pink and blue, so I just, put on a pink shirt just for the cause. So I want to thank you guys all for your views on that video, and on my Facebook page there was a lot of people who shared and liked that video, so I really thank you guys a lot for that. So that's a video at hand. If you want to see how I did this look, keep watching. Love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Love you guys. Bye.